Um, don't know. Okay, how are you, everyone? I see many people on Wednesday and Friday, but Saturday I don't see the people. What's going on? You are busy on Saturday, Sabbath, but you should be following, okay? Because you already decide to come to church, right? So please do not be absent, Rose, and Sophia, and also Rose, right? You didn't come last week, no? Also Irish, okay? What is the title today?
Time I cannot choose.
Yes. In our life, when we live, there's a time of happiness, time of hardship, time of 나구할다, time of 왈라이구할다, time of hungry, time of full, right? And this is actually life to everyone. Bill, you have a time to hungry also?
Sure.
So everyone is really common, even American, Korean, Filipino, doesn't matter. And the Bible also say this way. Let's read it.
To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance.
Yes. There's a time for everyone, every purpose under heaven, a time to weep, a time to laugh, mourn, and dance. You want to happy or you don't want to happy? Yes, actually most of the people, we want to live in happiness, right? But God has appointed time. Sometime He gives hardship even we don't like it. Do you think you have a freedom to choose the time? What about you? You have a freedom to choose the time? Yes. And the problem is that when we have a hardship in our life, and we have a big question mark, why God allowed me to walk this path? Isn't it? Even Job, my English name is Job, but the original Job, when he was in the pain, when he lost everything, he speak like this. Can you read it?
Why is life given to him who is in misery, and life to the bitter of soul?
Yes. He say he doesn't need a life to his misery life. What does it mean? He just want to die first. He doesn't want to have any life to the bitter soul. The reason the people commit suicide because they cannot bear the painness. Or they choose to die. Why? Because they don't want to walk that path of the pain. Well, if I think something, if God not allow us to in trouble, we will not be in trouble. But sometimes we are in trouble, we are in hardship because who allows? God allows. We do not know the people walking, climbing the mountain, and God gives the power, isn't it? And that man is still walking until the top. I don't like mountain climbing because, once I go up, very, very kapoy, but still I need to go down. So I have no happiness with mountain climbing. But my friends, they're really fond of the mountain climbing. What about you, Bill?
No.
You don't like it too? Okay, good. If He is our Father, if He provides ahead of time, before we consume like 100 pesos in my pocket, another 100 pesos is here, so that I will not be worried about my returning fare for something, right? If I spend like 200 before I sit for, if not 200 at the back, so that I will eat the dinner too. But God, sometimes I prefer to die And also the Job is saying that I want to die, but God gives him light. And he has a bitter soul. He doesn't want to go through this kind of hardship. Why? His 10 children all died in one day. His all, property, his all the flocks, and his all the, money was gone in one day, same day. And now he has so many problems with the skin. He's scraping, with a stone because he's so painful. Well, but anyway, we agree that our life cannot fulfill with all the happiness. We cannot be healthy all the time. We cannot enjoy all the time. We cannot satisfy all the time. We cannot rest all the time, isn't it? Sometimes there are things that we need to do. And sometimes we have occasion that I don't want to engage to. Even Solomon is speaking this way. He's a very wise man, right? Let's read it.
I have seen the God-given task with which the sons of men are to be occupied. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, he has put eternity in their hearts, except that no one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end.
Yes. God-given task with which the sons of men are to be occupied, meaning to say, we should work all the time. Some say that if I go to US, maybe Mr. Han is enjoying his life. No. Once I arrive there, first thing I do is check up if there is a kimchi or not. Then I must cook the kimchi. And breakfast, lunch, dinner, as much as I can, I prepare for my family. I go out and then clean the yard, and I fixed my car. Even just before the day, I fixed the car under the car by myself. The life there is really hard and it's really tired. My life here is not that enjoyable because I go to office even this morning and come back. I have a meeting. I need to see the people. I need to arrange the things. So many things, especially also today, I need to prepare for the message, So my life is not always happy, not always, peaceful. But God says that God-given task with which the sons of men are to be occupied. So we must do something all the time. He has made everything beautiful in each time. We say that, no, Lord, it's not beautiful time. I'm really having hardship. But he said, it's a beautiful time for you. He has put eternity in their hearts. Why? How? You want to die today? No, right? We want to live longer. The reason you come here because you are looking for the eternity, right? But you cannot walk with your own path and you cannot find the eternity by yourself. You must follow God. But when you follow God, He's not bringing you always in good path. Sometimes He bring you in hardship. Sometimes He bring you to cry. Sometimes He bring you breaking your heart so that you can humble and seeking for the eternity. The problem is that, except that no one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end. So, man, we cannot find what God will do next, and my life will lead to where? We have no idea. Well, if we know the reason why we have this kind of situation, and we try to solve the problem always, and if I know that why I am here and what God is proposed to make me for what, and sometimes I do not know why God put me here in the Philippines too. I have no idea sometimes. Well, is that really for giving the Bible study to the people? Because when I arrived in the Philippines, I was never mind about the Bible study before. It's the same things to the Job. When Job has so much suffering in his life, he's speaking like this. Can you read it?
For the thing I greatly feared has come upon me, and what I dreaded has happened to me. I am not at ease, nor am I quiet. I have no rest, for trouble comes.
Yes, he's saying that, he's crying and speaking to his friends that, I am not at easy, nor am I quiet. I have no rest, for trouble comes. He's afraid that what he had now, just imagine, Job was the person God said this is a really perfect man of the world. And he's a very righteous. God spoke. But he did everything to the good to the God. But what happened to him? All the badness is coming just one day without knowing anything. The Job is in pain. How much he wants to die, then he lives more. He hates his life, and his body and his soul, his mind, totally destroyed. So the Job is speaking like this. Can you read it?
Why did I not die at birth? Why did I not perish when I came from the womb?
So she is saying that why I didn't die when I come out from my mother. Better I died so that I will not suffer this kind of things. We cannot even imagine how he is in pain. Because no one suffered that way. If this is happening to me, I'm sure that I will curse to God and I will suicide by myself. I know who I am. I am not that strong as him, His flocks, like a cow, lamb, goat, camel, everything was taken by the people or killed. And his 10 children died in one day. And his wife says that you cursed God and you die. That, miserable life he has now. And you know what? More than that, his three friends, who is a very close friend, come and condemn the Job like this. Can you read it?
Remember now, whoever perished being innocent, or were the upright ever cut off. Even I have seen those who plow inequity and sow trouble reap the same.
You look, Eliphaz, one of the friends of the Job is Eliphaz. He's speaking like this. Whoever perished being innocent. You doing that, your children, they were not innocent. That's why they were perished. Job will be happy or not to hear. Can you control the baby, please, at the back? And where were the upright ever cut off? Meaning to say, if you are an upright person, why happened like this to you? Where is God? Maybe you are out of the God, that's why you have this kind of curse. Even as I have seen, those who plow iniquity and sow trouble reap the same. Meaning to say, because you did all the bad way and you evil did before, because your sin, you are reaping now, what? All the curse that you have. So his friend is not comforting him. His friend is now what? Cursing him. Well, Job wasn't able to choose his time. Now it's a time for him to be insulted by the people. These days, so many people, they want to choose their time. They want to choose their moment. In Korean school, in particular, they've gone so far as to abolish awards for fear that children might be hurt at school. So no more award. Why? If only Bill has award, Irish will be hurt. So the parents doesn't want anybody get award. Crazy, isn't it? They want to choose the time so that no one will be hurt. At sports days, the blue and white teams are always declared joint winner. There is no winner. Can you imagine why? Because the other children, they will feel sad. So parents are saying that just to declare they are same. They want to choose what? Always happiness, you know. And even school reports have been scrapped on the ground that they might depend children's spirit. So meaning to say, they don't give the grades. Why? Only the teacher knows. Why not giving? If she got like 100, she got 99, so he will be jealous, so do not give and do not show. So there's no competition at all. That's what is going on in the Korea. It seems they want to pick and choose their moment, their time. It seems they only want to pick and choose the happy times and joyful moment. You know, people cannot do that actually. So if these kind of children grow up later, they do not know what is right, what is wrong. Why? He was always right. He was always victorious. He never learned how to be loose. He never learned what is the competition too. That is why when a teacher attempts to discipline children, they take offense, claiming it is cursing their child spirit, crushing their child spirit, and file complaints against the teacher. The teacher cannot discipline the children anymore at the school. I also heard that in the Philippines, the teacher cannot spy anymore, right? You know, the Bible says that if you love that child, you must spy, so that their foolishness will run away. They want to pick up and choose their moment. Can we truly pick and choose our moment? What do you think? Can you be always happy? You can always be happy when? When you choose the drugs. But actually it destroys your life. You're not choosing happiness, but actually you're choosing what? Destroying your life. Do you understand? So actually you have no right to choose. If you have a right to choose, then you should choose your birth. Papa, it's my time to go out, huh? Just wait. Okay, now. Did you come out like that way from your papa? No, right? You have no choice. You understand? Do you think I choose to be a man? Did you choose to be a woman? You choose to be a woman before you born? You had a choice? Wala, di ba? Oh. Sophia, before you born, I said, you said, Mama, I'm lady, huh? Girl, huh? Did you choose that way? Who chose that for you? God choose. You understand? You have no choice. You understand? The Bible says this way. Can you read it?
Time to be born and a time to die. A plan to plant and a time to pluck what is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up.
God is the one who choosing when you're born. God is the one who guides you. If you are following Him, He is choosing right time for you. You understand? What does it mean? You have no choice. We have no choice. The people are teaching you, you have choice to choose your life. No, you cannot. Basically, if you choose to be born in US or Korea or Philippines, where are you gonna choose? Okay, America. Like Philippines. Korea. Oh, yeah, now Korea too. Yeah, it's Korea one. Well, actually, like this. Even Sora, a few days ago, she told me that she wants to migrate in US. Why? You know, cannot satisfy the life here. You know, and you don't need to be scored because, you know, the Filipino national is the most hard to get the US visa. You know why? Once you go, no one come back. You understand? Why? Because they want to stay better life. You know. Well, how we choose our day of birth, how I know that my sickness to be cured? And when? Even myself, I want to escape the hardship time. And I don't want to have suffering. But we must think why God allow us to have this kind of time, different times to us. Do you like to study? That's why you study? You like study?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Bible study, the school study ba. You like the study? Oh wow, very good. Oh, there are different people from IM. Yeah. Okay. Do you like test? You like study, but you don't like the test. 운사만 어이? You don't like to study? Oh, okay, Sophia, you are telling the truth. Oh, thank you. Okay. You know, but at least we know why we need to study, right? To have a graduate.
Successful.
Yeah, be successful. And that's what you want. Yeah, that's right. So everybody in the school will be success?
Not every.
Most of them?
If you choose to
If you choose to,
successful, then
yeah.
So meaning to say, if you stop schooling, then you cannot be success?
no.
It depends if you have
Courage.
You cannot choose
It's
actually.
like
Yeah. I know that Bill Gates stopped his schooling, right? Most of the rich men in US, they stop studying. Well, but the problem is like this. Sometimes when we live, we never choose it, and we never even understand, but that kind of moment comes to my life. When I was 12 years old, we are running like 100 kilometers, 110 kilometers in highway. My mother drive. She's the one who drove. And suddenly the bus is going like a shh, and she lose the control of the van. So we drop from the bridge, whole our family, and we fall down 60 meters, and we roll another 60 meters. I was in there. Do you think my mother chose it? Do you think anybody had a choice to not to have those kind of moment? Do you think we will choose that moment? My mother died in that day. My father paralyzed for 7 years. I was having operation for 3 times a week for that week. My sister got the operation too. Sometimes the time comes that which we never expected ever before. The Bible says like Job is speaking like this. Can you read it?
And suddenly a great wind came from across the wilderness and struck the four corners of the house. And it fell on the young people, and they are dead. And I alone have escaped to tell you.
Do you think you can choose the day of when you're gonna die? He's talking about the 10 children of the Job. They die one day because the wind, great wind come and struck the four corners, and they all fall down and they die all together. When we have this kind of time, 안녕하세요. The Satan is saying that you see that the God is not merciful. God hates you. And he tried to let us having question mark on his justice. And we are having question mark, why God do this? Well, when Job, he had this kind of suffering, and which he cannot understand at well. And his 3 friends come and condemn him, and God is keeping silence. Job, when you read the book of Job, Job is the one who speaks with the God before many, many times. But now when he's seeking for the God, God is being silenced. He speaks this way. Can you read it?
Yet it would please God to crush me,
Crush me.
that he would lose his hand and cut me off, that I would still have comfort, though in anguish I would exult. He will not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One.
Yes. He's saying that better God just kill me. But for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. He's saying that what? I'm not going to against the God. I'm not going to, disobey the words of God. Even he killed me, but I will be enjoy. So what is the Job is saying that even he killed me, I will not have question mark on him. I will not complain to him. Can you do that? I have a question. If Job is the one who always commit the sin, he like a chick's boy. He looking for many girls or every day, change. And he knock out the things. He lied to the people. If Job did, when this kind of hardship come to his life, what he will think? Maybe God struck me, no? Because I'm sinner. You will not think that way, isn't it? For example, on Sabbath day, you don't come to church and you go some soroi and you got the accident. What mind will be have at you first? Maybe because I didn't come to church, that's why I have an accident. Like this kind of mind will come in, right? But Job was not. Why? He didn't do that at all. He was really good at all, and he didn't even against the God. But when this kind of hardship came to his life, he didn't curse the God. He is just thinking God is right, so there is a reason. I just want to know the reason, but there will be right reason. When his three friends keep on condemning him, he speak this way. Can you read it?
Far be it from me that I should say you are right. Till I die, I will not put away my integrity from me.
He's saying, I'm not gonna say that you are right. And before I die, never ever, I will not put away my integrity from me. Meaning to say, my perfection, my righteousness, I will not give up. Because he did his best in front of the God. And he knows that God knows about him too. When we live, God gives us a happiness moment. When is your happiest moment, Irish, in your life? Most happiest moment? Many, just happiest is just one, right? Bill, what was your happiest moment?
I don't know, my kids were small.
When you were small?
My kids were small.
Okay, when your kids were small. Yeah, that's right. Happiest moment. Yeah, that's right. Every day could be happiest moment that time. Yeah. For me, happiest moment is like when we have a competition, like choir competition by class. When I was a second of high school, I was a conductor, and I composed a song, and our class got won in that competition. So I was so happy, because everybody was so happy together with me. That was, I think, my happiest moment. But you know what? The reason God sometimes gives that happiest moment, but we cannot be happy all the time. And the Solomon is explained why we have the time like that. Can you read it?
I know that whatever God does, it shall be forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. God does it, that man should fear before him.
Yeah. The reason that God allows us to have every different moment, for what? Man should fear before him, so that we respect who is a God. So that we fear the God. We know how to salute to God. We know we are human and we have no power. Why? When do you pray more to God? When you are very rich with your pocket, or when you are very hungry and nothing in your pocket? When do you pray more? When you have a walai kwalta, or when you have plenty of money? When? When do you pray more? Huh? Even I don't speak, you know, right? What is the answer, right? Jin, when do you pray more? When you're sick or when you are healthy? Yes, when you're sick. When you are in trouble or in the accident. And there is a time actually God designed you to seek for Him and fear for Him and ask Him to help. Because when we are always happy, we don't need a God anymore. You understand? You know, my children, when I support them very, very well, they have no worry about the money at all the time. Because before 1 year, you know, for tuition, I pay first so that they will not worry anything. They don't even care about what is the money. But when they become college, they know what is money now. So today, my daughter is saying that, Papa, I'm really thanks to you. Why? My daughter knows that now Papa is having a hard time to support them. You understand? So they know how to be thanks. Why? They already do part-time job. And they know how that is hard to make the money. So they now understand why their hardship give them wisdom. What is the money? The reason God is giving us so many trials in our life, hardship, sometimes suffering, sometimes hungerness, so that we, men, should fear before Him. So when we fear before Him, then we keep His command. You understand? So this is the conclusion. Can you read it?
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is man's all.
Even you keep His commandments or not, your hardship will not stop. Even you keep His commandments or not, sometimes you will be happy, sometimes you will be suffering. There will be no changes. But when you have a hardship, when you're not keeping His commandment, that's why you have a hardship, you may say that maybe God abandoned me. Why? Because you first abandoned Him. But when you not abandon Him and keeping His own commandments, when hardship come, you can hold whom? You can hold God. Do you understand? Why? I follow you. As what? Job said, I'm never going to give up my integrity. Why? Because once he give up, he has no God. But he could hold his integrity. Why? Because he kept the commandments of the God. God said, don't do this, and I do this. Then I have accident. Then to whom I'm going to ask the help? Isn't it? I hope you become a people who become smarter. And you cannot choose the time, but you can choose God. You can choose to follow Him. You understand? I hope you're not going to destroy your life because you already have a message. Let's pray.